I've been really lucky that I've had 4 or 5 mentors throughout my time at Crowe and throughout my career, male and female at different levels, sometimes informal, sometimes formal, but they've supported me at times to really help me believe in myself.
Hello everyone, I'm Lily Sher, a manager in the National Audit Support Team, and some of you may recognise me for delivering the Engage courses. I'm delighted to be here today for our last interview in our podcast series, Leading Her Way, which celebrates and showcases the journeys and achievements of some of our female leaders at Crowe and highlights the projects being led by our Women's Empowerment Programme. I'd like to introduce my colleague Jo Millward, a director in NFP Audit, who I've worked with for 10 years. Welcome, Jo.
Thanks, Lily. It's great to be here with you. We started on the same day, so it's perfect to do this interview with you.
So, firstly, can I ask why our WEP is so important to you and the firm?
For me, it's about ensuring that all women have the same opportunity throughout their time at the firm so they can fully achieve. It's not just about women, it's about ED&I in general to ensure our employees can have the same experience. I think it's so important for our firm to have diversity. Diversity in thought and perspective will just mean we get the most out of our teams and our employees.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing, Jo. So moving on to your time at Crowe, what challenges have you faced?
I must admit, I think I've been incredibly lucky at Crowe. I've had some amazing support, some amazing mentors throughout my time. But despite this, I have at times struggled with imposter syndrome. I'm sure lots of people have felt this as well, so I'm not alone. But particularly at those times which I've been going for a promotion or I've just received a promotion, it's the belief in myself that I can do it. And so I've worked with those mentors quite a lot to find those areas which I'm worried about or which I think I can improve on to make sure that they get overcome. And it doesn't hold me back in any way, and it hasn't, which is amazing. The other challenge I've had at times is really balancing work-life balance. And again, I think this is probably reaches out to lots of people. For me, I do need a really good balance of family, friends, exercise for my overall health. I don't always get it right, and it will be something I'm always working on, but I do rely on the support network around me, both at work and at home, to make sure that as much as possible I can get that balance.
Oh, thanks so much for sharing. I'm sure that those challenges will resonate a lot with people, especially the imposter syndrome and how that can actually affect your work-life balance in itself. How do you think WEP has supported you in your career progression?
WEP has opened a lot of doors for me, I really do believe. We have some incredible leaders and some really inspiring women within WEP, and getting to know them has meant that I've built and I've learned from them to build confidence on what I am capable of, and this has really helped me push for that next promotion or start the conversations to understand the timeline of them. I have been fortunate that not just in WEP but also in my department, in NFP Audit, we also have a number of female leaders, and you can just learn so much from them to understand how you can navigate the world and also do talk to them because they love to give advice and help you on that journey.
Amazing. Hopefully others will reach out for the same opportunities. Could you share with us a personal story, strategy, or any practical advice for the next generation of female leaders within a professional services firm?
Yeah, for me it would be a bit of practical advice. Believe in yourself. I've said it a couple of times, but it really does make a difference because you will push yourself a little bit more in your career. How I've done that, and I've mentioned it a couple of times already, is with mentors. I've been really lucky that I've had 4 or 5 mentors throughout my time at Crowe and throughout my career, male and female at different levels, sometimes informal, sometimes formal, but they've supported me at times to really help me believe in myself. Sometimes that's really receiving information and feedback you don't want to hear. It's sometimes really, really hard to hear, but actually that's how you get the best out of yourself. You need that honest feedback to grow, because that's where you can learn for yourself where improvements can be made. So I'd really encourage people to reach out. All a mentor can say if you go and ask them is no, and actually there's no harm, but the vast majority of people really, really want to help. We actually have a mentor scheme at Crowe as well, so if you want someone in a different department, that is really have its benefits as well. So do go and access that. Just have a think about what you need at your time in your career right now. It will change and develop, and you can change the type of mentor you want and need.
That's great advice, thanks Jo. Okay, so moving on, what qualities do you think make a great leader?
For me, I think it's about being empathetic, kind, and a good listener. Sometimes you also will need to deliver really hard news or information, which can be hard to deliver. But I think the combination of all of those and delivering that hard message with kindness and empathy will build a lot of respect from your team and employees, because you really have the best interest of them at heart. So for me, that is what would make a best leader.
Amazing, thanks for sharing, Jo. So to our last question, our previous guest left this question for you.
Yeah.
So if you were starting out now as a graduate trainee, either at Crowe or elsewhere, reflecting that things have changed quite a lot in the last 10 years, what would your piece of advice be to that trainee, knowing what you know now?
Get involved. I really think that getting involved in all sorts of activities can really make the most out of your time. Not just your professional career, you meeting lots of people who can open your networks, but actually your enjoyability of your time at the firm. At Crowe, we're really lucky. We've got loads to get involved in. So obviously I've talked quite a bit about WEP and ED&I. There's loads of opportunities to get involved in the events or the organising. But actually we also have sports teams, we have book clubs, we have social teams, whether that's in your department or elsewhere. And at Crowe we have a real environment where you're also welcome and encouraged to set these things up yourself. So Lily, I think you set up the women's netball team in Crowe quite a while ago.
It was a long time ago now.
But it's still going and thriving, and that was all thanks to you. So that was really the opportunity that was there. So I think get involved, set things up and get going. You will help your career, but also you will really help enjoy the job in general.
I think that's great advice. We've seen so many new opportunities in the last 10 years. And as you say, it's a way to sort of build relationships that you wouldn't otherwise do. Definitely. Thanks, Jo.
No problem.
So that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for joining us, Jo.
Thanks so much for talking with me, Lily.
Thanks to everyone for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed all 10 episodes of Leading Her Way. If you've missed any, you can find these on the website, along with information about our ED&I networks at Crowe. Thank you.
Thank you.